2b. How might an evaluation of competitor products support a company's QFD evaluation of their own product? I've given you two examples. One was the car door. The scenario there was that we had an existing product and we were looking at replacing it with a new design, and we could compare our existing product with other current products from the competition to see the customer's perception of our relative strength for all of the inputs that they'd identified. That's one way of doing it, and it's useful because we can then get an idea of whether our measurables of performance as outputs are correct, whether they align with the customer perception, and we can also think about the relative importance of achieving all of those outputs. The other example I gave you for the drawing board didn't have that scenario. It was based on the fact that there were existing products, but that we were designing a new product from scratch, as it were. Now in that situation, we can identify the outputs again. We need to do that. We could look at competitor A, for example, and see whether its product or their product compares with the measures we've identified. So, for example, the drawing board size, which we've defined as 650 by 950 millimeters, if we found that the competitor product was larger than ours, then that for that single measure would be better, and therefore it would achieve a higher weighting than we have set ourselves. If on the other hand, being larger meant that the drawing board was heavier than our target, then it might score a lower score. If cost came into account, again, it might be a higher or lower score. So we could score the attributes of competitor A, competitor B. We could then look at where our product was deficient or better than competition, and that would give us some knowledge about the likely competitive ability of the product that we're about to design. Okay, as I said before, I think that QFD is a useful tool to enable us to review market information from the target customer group, the DMU, to convert those into measures of performance. It tends not to be an innovative tool because it's based on our understanding of customers' existing wants and needs. If we were to come out with a new technology, that might move the game considerably, but it's still extremely useful, and the outputs again move into the PDS, and the product design specification, PDS, is what we're going to look at next in Unit 3. See you then.